Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Find the integration or find the antiderivative of sine x times cosine x with respect to x. Step number one, when you think about this specific example, you have to use something called substitution. So again, there are many methods of solving this, but one method is you let u equal to sine x. Now again, there's something that you want to think about. Why are we letting u equal to sine x? Why can't u be cosine x? So before we keep going, you want to think about the following sequence. If u is sine x, I can find the derivative, which is cosine x, by the way, and cosine x is going to be a scalar multiple of cosine x with respect to x. So I'll say this again. When you use this method, whatever u is going to be, you have to make sure that the derivative is a scalar multiple of the other part of the question. So this will take some practice, but if I can do it, and you can do it too. So again, the first step is to let u equal to sine x. Then you go back to the basic concept of finding the derivative. So we're going to write down du by dx. And again, this means you want to find the derivative of u with respect to x, and that's going to be cosine x. Now, why is this called the method of substitution? Because if you think about this, I can break du and dx separately, and if I isolate for du, this is going to be cosine x times dx. Now I'm going to put a box around this, and I want to make sure you can see the next step. So when I think about cosine x times dx, I can replace it with du. Likewise, when I think about u, which is sine x, I can do the same thing. So if you go back to the original question, this basically implies that this is the antiderivative of sine x, which is basically u, by the way. And if you think about the second part, cosine x and dx, that's going to be du. And of course, you can solve this because the antiderivative of u is going to be, and I'm going to put an equal sign here. Now you should really kind of line them up better than I am. So maybe I'll move this for you. Let's move this. Let's see if I can move this. Oops. Okay. You know what? Let's keep going. If I move this, or if I keep going, this is going to be u to the power of 1, of course. When you find the antiderivative of u to the 1, that's going to be u squared divided by 2. Now, don't forget, you're looking for infinite many cases. So you have to add a constant c, where c is an element of root numbers. Then you go back to the fact that u is basically sine x. So this means this equals to half times, instead of saying u squared, it's going to be sine x in brackets square plus c. Now again, what I'm not going to do today is I'm not going to double check with you, and I would like you to try double checking on your own. So if we find the derivative of half times sine x plus c, ideally you're going to get the question back, which is sine x times cosine x with respect to x. And of course, you're taking the integration of that. And comment below. If you don't get the answer, let me know. I will be happy to respond accordingly. I hope this makes sense.